Pardon?
We're the same team.
Good morning.
Hello.
Stefano, I have no business talking about gray, I guess.
Hi, Keiko.
Oh,
Hello.
good to see you.
Good to see you again.
Yeah.
Hello, Luis.
Hola.
Hi.
Hi to all of you. How are you?
Hi, Elmir.
Hello, Stefano.
Okay. Okay. Leandro is commenting that he's in a meeting with the EU Commission, so he is not able to connect. He will be sent some lines. I got your lines, Keiko, so I'm not going to use them, right?
We are live on Facebook and ready to go, probably when you're ready.
Okay.
And perhaps start the recording.
Okay, well, good day, everyone. It's my pleasure to be here and share with you the marvelous group that we have formed to be the 2022-2025 CED Board. First of all, I want to express my gratitude to be elected as a chair of this board. I'm honored and I am aware of the responsibility it conveys. I would like to introduce myself firstly, and then I would let the screen to my colleagues, partners, and friends of this wonderful board. My name is Fabiola Martinez. I am a biomedical engineer with studies in Mexico City. I am a professor for over 25 years, teaching courses in clinical engineering, medical technology, and artificial intelligence in biomedical applications. My work also has to do with the directing of projects for students and also for the collaboration in institutions in my country. I am a collaborator of the National Mexican Society of Biomedical Engineering, as well as the regional biomedical engineering counselor in the Las Americas region. now I'm going to be from next Friday, the CED chair, as I said before, and I will continue by introducing my colleagues and partners. I would like firstly to ask Keiko Fukuoka to begin, please. Keiko, welcome and congratulations to be elected. She is an elected member in the last Singapore meeting. So Keiko, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Fabiola. And hello, everybody. I'm Keiko Fukuta. I'm a registered clinical engineer for more than 25 years and a member of Japan Association for Clinical Engineering, as well as a founder member of the Global Clinical Engineer Alliance. I received the associated degree on clinical engineering in Japan and the master's degree in health management, planning and policy in the UK. I have experience to work farms, organizations such as the World Health Organization under the Adriana, Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare in Japan, consulting company and the private and the public hospital in Japan as well as Uganda. Right now, based on my experience, I have an opportunity to work at the Osaka University Hospital as an association professor. I am very, very pleased to collaborate with people all over the world to improve our knowledge, skill, satisfaction in connecting patient safety as a CED board member. Thank you very much. Back to you, Fabiola.
Thank you so much, Keiko. She's a very, very important member of the team because of her efforts to make their Pacific, how's the name of the region? Pacific, South Pacific, right? South Pacific, okay. South Pacific region to be included into the clinical engineering scope. So thank you so much, Keiko, to be here. And thank you for your efforts and I will appreciate your help. Okay, next I would like to invite my collection friend, Rosanna Rivas, to introduce herself. Please, Rosanna.
Thank you, Fabiola. Very honored and glad, happy to join your efforts and leadership in this period. I am, for more than 60 years, I have been, and I'm still doing, developing capacities and making applied research based on clinical engineering, health technology management, health technology assessment applied to medical devices. In this last topic, in the last at least 3 years, the work have expanded not just to public organizations here in my country, Peru, but other private and public from other countries of the region, Latin America, Central America. Last time in Haiti with an amazing project based on these topics as well. I am a consultant at the WHO Collaborating Center for Health Technology Management, professor and researcher at the University of Peru, also member of the Peruvian Engineering College in my country, and a member and awarded from American College of Clinical Engineering, ACCE. I'm very glad to be also member of GCEA and just ready to contribute with my best in this amazing period. Thank you.
Thank you, Rosanna. Of course, your experience will be very important to the achievement of our goals. Thank you so much. Well, it's turn to one of the most charismatic members of our group. He's a very active person, and I would like him to introduce himself, Almir Banjevic, who is at CERN in Geneva. Very nice. Hello.
Hi, Fabiola. Hello to all of your colleagues. Hello to all of other participants too. Yes, my name is Almir Badnjevic. I'm coming from Bosnia and Herzegovina in Europe. I was the board member of the clinical engineering division in the last 3-4 years too, and the next 3 years I will be with you. I hope so. In fact, I'm doing, let's say, some parallel spheres. The first one is related to academia, because I'm working as a university professor at University of Sarajevo and the Verlab Research Institute. From another point of view, I'm also in the part of the business where I'm working for the medical device inspection laboratory Verlab, which is in fact performing the inspection of medical devices, annual inspection of medical devices in all of medical healthcare institutions in our country. And we implemented the similar, let's say, business in almost 20 countries all over the world. And it's mostly related to the post-market surveillance of medical devices. And then after a few years, we also figure out that all of those data which we have, which we are, let's say, take from the medical devices, from the safety and performance parameters of medical devices, we can use also, and we can apply artificial intelligence on those things. And then now we are in fact already talking about the artificial intelligence management of maintenance of medical devices, which is something totally currently new. And some of the pilot studies and even some potential digital twins are already ready to be distributed about that. That's all. If anyone have any questions, I'm here to answer on all of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Almir. Okay, now I would invite Mr. Stefano Bergamasco to introduce himself as a board member of the CED Board.
Yes, thank you very much, Fabiola, and thank you to all the team of this new CED board. I'm very happy to continue serving in this board. I was elected in 2018 in Prague, and so as well, like Almir, my term will be until 2025 now. I'm a clinical engineer from Italy. I'm an active member of our Italian Clinical Engineers Association, and I'm also a member of the Founders Council of the Global Clinical Engineering Alliance. My activity is mainly as a consultant. I have some teaching appointments with the local university, but basically I'm a consultant in the area of regulatory compliance for the certification of medical devices. And in the past, I've been working for a multinational company providing service, multi-vendor service for medical equipment. Many of you, also the people that is following this webinar, may know me mostly because of the work we've been doing to organize the CED Congress, the International Clinical Engineering Health Technology Management Congress in Rome in 2019. It was a great opportunity to gather together the global clinical engineering community. We had a couple of difficult years, as we all know. We've been doing webinars and virtual meetings and so on. This year, we started again to meet in person, and we really hope that in the next years, this opportunity will be again routine for the global clinical engineers community. I will continue serving in the CED board. As I said, one of my roles is going also to be as a liaison with the Global Clinical Engineering Alliance, and I'm very excited of this opportunity to have these organizations to bring together clinical engineers doing very different things in the professional area, from university research to operational work inside hospitals. So it's an interesting future, I think, for the profession.
Thank you, Stefano. Yes, we remember the successful event in 2019 in Rome, not only for the academic and the technical aspects, but also for the networking we could achieve from then to now. So thank you so much for this event. Thank you so much for your organization, and I can't wait to work further with you in the next events. Okay, well, we have the presence of a very nice lady who is one of very important co-opted members. She is Tassim Bukhari. So please, Tassim, the floor is yours.
Hi, Fabiola. Congratulations. And I'm lucky to be part of the team. I'm a biomedical engineer from Pakistan. I graduated from Imperial College almost 10 years ago now. And since then, I've been working with different INGOs and private sector organizations in Pakistan. My work is mostly related to regulation, policy, and maintenance management. That's more or less it. Right now, I'm working with WHO on oxygen regulation policy and upscale in Pakistan. And I'm part of the Medical Device Regulatory Board here in Pakistan as well.
Okay, thank you, Tassin. Okay, the present college team is completed with or support technical people. And I would introduce to you our new secretariat, Samantha Alvarado. So please, Sam, the floor is yours.
Hi, my name is Samantha Alvarado Jalomo. I'm from Mexico. I am a biomedical engineer by profession. I got my degree like 4 or 5 years ago. I have a little experience as clinical engineer because last year I was part of the internship program with the clinical engineering division. And now I will be the secretariat of Fabiola Martinez. So I am looking forward to all the work we can do together, and thank you.
Thank you, Sam. And to complete this wonderful team, I would ask Luis Fernandez to reintroduce himself to the community. Luis, please.
Hello, everyone. My name is Luis Fernandez, and I will be supporting Fabiola and the new CED board on everything related to digital platforms and as well as the communication strategy. I had the privilege of working with the prior board. I was working as a different person since I had beard. Now I took it off, so I think they hired somebody new. But I'm really happy here. I'm a clinical engineer as well with experience on HTM and HTA, and I'm just very happy to be sharing the floor and these following years with this great team.
Thank you, Luis. Thank you so much. Well, the present ones are part of our team. We also have some other members that could not be here, or at least are not able to connect. So I want to introduce them, and beginning by Leandro Pequia. He is the member of our board since 2018 in Prague, and continues working with us with a long career on the biomedical sciences. He's a professor of medical engineering. He is the Secretary General of the IFMBE, elected in last June, and the professor at the Università Campus Biomedico di Roma. And he also is part of the committee, the Health Technical Committee in Medical Devices in the Ministerio de la Salute in Rome. He has been a professor in the University of Warwick. He is also president of the, I missed it. Is the president of the EMMBES in PPA R&D Innovator Manager at WHO. And he's one of the most dynamic persons I ever met because of the kind of and quantity of activities he does. And well, he will be also with us. The other members of our board are Ashnafi Hussein from Ethiopia. He is a PhD student and very active in having the recognizing of Africa as an official region for the IFMBE. He's an active member of our community, and he's working for making the Africa region very protagonist in this clinical engineering environment. So he's also with us. And we also have Brian Kearney, who is from Ireland, the Biomedical Engineering Society of Ireland, and a very active member of our also community. In the co-opted members that complete our team, we have also our Livin from China, Jitendra Sharma from India, and Kaliroy Stavrianou from Greece. You also may be more familiar with Kali because she was our past secretariat. Now she's a member of our team and a very important person for us and a very important professional in Greece, her country. It's the same as Jitendra is a main character in India and in his region by developing technology and by working with the Minister of Health in India and by carrying out very important projects on design and development of medical technologies. This completes our team, and this is what we are. This is who we were going to work with you, community, to make clinical engineering a better place. And as Jatin said, together we will be much, much better. Now, I would like to open the mic to discuss a couple of points that may be important and useful for the audience. First of this will be the challenges. What are the most important challenges we are facing as a new board? If anyone wants to begin the discussion, please do so. Well, I can begin if you want. Well, as the chair, I can foresee several challenges. Yes, Liz, I finished and I'll give you your turn. Thank you so much. As a chair, I can see some challenges in different levels. One of them would be the keep control of the activities we do. Yeah, we know how dynamic we are, how enthusiastic we are, and we also are aware of the consequences of not having a good control of the activities in order to achieve, in order to have outcomes. So this challenge is important in order to me to have a high quality outcomes in the projects we develop. Another challenge I can see is to continue our efforts to make the ministers of health and decision makers our visibility, to make them see that we are present and we are available. Yes, our value to the health environment. It's a priority for me. It's a very strategic point, a strategic objective to be achieved, and one of the most important challenges I can see. I can find some more, but I would like to share the mic to other ones. Please, Luis.
Thank you, Fabi. I just, for the collaborators and of course the board members that have been with us on the prior, but also on the new ones, we have very active social media and also a lot of resources on the website. So I just want to invite you to follow CED in every channel possible. Is it YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn? We're doing a lot of promoting of resources that are very valuable for the community, the projects that are ongoing on CED. And the best way to stay in touch with our efforts are through social media. So please be sure to go to our website and also the channels to gain more knowledge and information about resources. And last but not least, of course, we would very much like to ask you to share these resources, to share the channels, to share the publications, to interact with them, because through you is one of the best ways that we can get to other professionals as well in your own network. So be sure to send all of this information to your colleagues. I will be placing some links in the chat, and we will be keep communications flowing to just talk about some projects that are ongoing regarding clinical engineering and its areas. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Okay, someone else wants to express his challenges detected? Stefano, please. Your mic is off.
Yeah,
okay.
not really a challenge, but mostly like an opportunity. And again, I would like to mention the potential synergies with the Global Clinical Engineering Alliance. We have somehow similar goals, but different structure, and a very, very big opportunity to grow the clinical engineering community and activities through structured projects or individual actions or anything in between. And so I think that we can help each other in promoting all the activities that are being planned and helping basically the same goal with the global clinical engineering community, providing support to other projects like the WHO projects that very often we have interaction with Adriana Velázquez, of course, and we try individually or through these organizations to provide support to these initiatives. Just to mention the very recent, I think there's going to be a webinar or something in these days with the innovative technologies promoted by the WHO. So a lot of interesting things going on. I would like just to mention this as an opportunity that we have this CED as a very huge group of individuals. We have the CED board and also the board and collaborators, a big number of people thinking of the growth that with the I would say energetic activity of Tom has grown a lot in the last couple of years. So a lot of individual people that is available to help and network. And on the other side, we have the alliance that is mostly bringing together national societies in a different structured way of interacting, and I think the synergies are really important from this point of view.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's
Fabiola,
strategic at this point. Yes, Rosanna, go ahead.
Yes, Fabi, I would like to align to this opportunity approach provided by Stefano. I truly believe that the amazing way that all our community, our dearest community, clinical engineering globally, we achieved huge challenges through the worst periods of COVID-19. We were able to exchange, discuss, and manage all the information in benefit of our respective priorities. Now, the opportunity for us is to make this through the projects of capacity building, policy, measure impacts, to drive them to achieve outcomes, global outcomes that each one member of the community be able to use, apply, and improve in their respective country. Finally, and not less important, I also would like to set in that table ethics. We learn a lot, and we keep learning a lot about being respectful, being a good listener, and also being able to learn from each other. This amazing community I am honored to be part of showed so far that among the diversities, among the difficulties, among the diverse cultures, we were able to listen, to provide, to contribute to exchange. And this is something strongly known as an added value. And this is another opportunity in this period of 2022-2025. And again, Fabi, I am very glad to join your efforts.
Very, very, very important what you said, Rosanna. Very, very important. Ethics must be one of the priority of our agenda. So we will take it into account. Okay, we have here Brian Kearney, one of our board members. So I would ask him to introduce himself to the audience, please, Brian. welcome and
Hello.
happy to have you.
Hi, thank you very much, Fabiola, and very nice to be here today. I just put a short message into the chat just to introduce myself and some of my interests. So I'm a clinical engineer by background and I'm working in the Irish Health Service. So just to, I'm sorry I joined a bit late and I'm sorry I have to go again. I'm working with the Ukrainian crisis at the minute within the health service here, trying to provide on the front line different supports for our colleagues that are entering Ireland on a daily basis. So I'm caught up for time this week and last week, but I'm really glad to be part of this. I've worked with many of you on the call. I see Stefano in front of me here, for example, from Italy, and Tom and others as well. So delighted to be part of this. Hopefully I can offer something, and I think I can link in with a lot of colleagues in Ireland. I think we're very close to the front line in what we do here in Ireland. And I would like to be able to bring some other people of my colleagues along and hopefully help move things. So thanks very much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you so much. Okay, minutes before I talk about Professor Leandro Pecchiam, and he was kindly to send me some lines. He apologizes not to be present, but I would like to read them for him. Okay, Leandro is a professor of biomedical engineering at the University Campus Biomedico Rome, innovation manager for the Infection Prevention and Control Unit of the World Health Emergency Program of the WHO. His main expertise lies in applications and assessment of key enabling technologies, for example, artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, robots, and big data to healthcare and well-being. He has authored more than 200 peer-reviewed papers and is responsible for research and innovation projects for a total value of more than 30 million. Professor Pecchia is also Secretary General of the IFMBE and President of the European Society of Biomedical Engineering. As I said to you, we have a very valued person here. Okay, continue with the challenge of slash opportunities slash everything else that this board is facing. I would like to give the floor to our colleague Keiko so she can express her thoughts. Please, Keiko.
Okay, thank you very much, Fabiola. I think what is our challenge is improve our awareness, reputation, because biomedical engineer, clinical engineer is a quite young professional things, So I think us, clinical engineer, biomedical engineer also need to have a more knowledge and skill, but also we need to show our work to the, ordinary people, because I think people know doctor, physician, nurse, pharmaceutical, and laboratory technician, and so on. But I think many people don't recognize what is a biomedical engineer and the clinical engineer. So I think now we also need to announce our, professional work to public people as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Keiko. Thank you so much. It's important to consider the person before the number or experience. No, I agree totally. Okay, okay, now I would like to Ashnafi Hussein to introduce himself. He's connected now. Thank you and welcome, Ashnafi.
Hello, Fabiola, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Hello, everyone. Sorry for the late connection. I had internet connection problem and there's a time adjustment problem. Sorry for that. So my name is Ashnafi. I worked as a WGAA chair for the past 3 years. And I'm currently in Ethiopia. And one way or another, I'm almost representing Africa in the CED board. And I'm so happy to join such a visionary and wonderful CED board members. And I also thank the previous CED board members for their wonderful work. I hope myself and the African colleagues we'll try to keep up the good work that has already begun in the previous CED board. And I believe we have very good platform and experienced professional mix in this new CED board. And I hope we will have a very good time ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Snafi. And taking this opportunity, I would like to ask you to share your thoughts about what challenges do you foresee for this board on
the challenges for the previous board or for the new one?
For the new one.
Well, we haven't faced the challenges. The challenges may be ahead of our time, but I think the challenge that I will expect is to keep the momentum that the previous CED board has put. You know, they just put the bar very, very high, so that we have to make sure that we keep that momentum, because they have done a wonderful job through COVID pandemic, and they have done a fantastic job previously. So I think one of the first challenge that we will face is to keep the momentum of what has been done previously. That's the first challenge. The second one that I believe is meetings and coordinating challenges that I believe will have a problem, because most of the new board members have a different time zone.
Yeah.
So I think maybe Fabiola, you as our leader, I think you will find a suitable time range, because someone is from the east, someone is from the north, someone from, so I think that will be the challenge. I think after this, I believe we will not have a problem, and I believe the ambassadors from the previous CED board members like Tom Jude, he has supported us, and I believe he will keep supporting us, and we will just keep working, and we'll see the challenges and we'll try to solve together. That's the most important thing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Snafi. Of course, the difficulties of the time zones is a challenge, but we'll try to figure out the best way possible to get in touch most of us. Okay. Well, we have a question. As I remember you that you can send your questions and comments in the chat or the questions and answer sections you have in your screen. This question is from Ayman Esra. Thank you for your question. And it is, what about training program for young engineers? Well, of course, we have to include you as a young engineer, but as an engineer, now you're a professional of health. So the training program is for all of us, but for you especially, will be very focused on having this capacity that we are talking about, so you can develop the abilities, the skills to make the difference. No, Thomas answered you in the chat and talked to you about the some videos that WHO did about COVID-19 equipment. And this is an example of what we can do. But we are not going to be able to develop training programs if we are not quite sure about what the needs are. So if you are concerned about this important topic, I would invite you to feedback us by telling us what your concerns, especially topics are. No, it's important for us to know what specific topic subjects it's in the concern of the young engineers, also of the experienced one. If anyone would like to complete the answer, please do so. Okay, well, okay. Well, we have seen, we have talked about challenges, opportunities, and now let's talk about expectations. Yes, what are our expectations for this new CED board? If I may begin, I will share with you that my expectations are to not only continue this wonderful work, but also to move ahead, to make the next step, and to take these efforts to a level where we are not only visible, but also taking into consideration. We know some countries have that are participants in the decision-making processes, but we have also countries where biomedical engineering are struggling to be taken into account. So these differences are not allowing us to move in the level we would like to be. So this would be a very important milestone to achieve in this board, in this period, or at least to be on our way to achieve for most of the countries possible. As an example, in my country, in Mexico, we have been over 40 years in the biomedical engineering field, working in all the possible scenarios and achieving some important milestones, but at the Ministry of Health level, our outcomes have been very limited. And they have been limited because the policy of medical technologies is not strong enough or is not mature enough. So we have to work hard in this way. And I know that some other countries, we have the same experience like us, but my expectations are in this way, and I really willing to work toward this one. Rosanna, can you share your expectations to us, please?
Let me think. One of them is certainly policy. Policy and regulation are in the table. If we are not able in this period to achieve the challenges and opportunities to be visible, active in the development of policies, things are not going to be as we would like to, because we agreed among all that nice period led by Tom that policy and regulation is the framework to make things happen in a sustainable way. And the second is health technology assessment and digital health. The second is a branch between two axes. Health technology assessment for medical devices is key if we would like to talk and to make things happen through innovation, emerging innovation, disruptive innovation, whatever. And the other, digital health, is the bridge. If we think about developed countries like Italy or Japan, they are working amazing projects based on artificial intelligence, etc. But it's also the same in the case of low-income countries like Peru, like Bangladesh, like, we need not just papers, articles, we need to lead pilot projects to show what could be possible in this regard among the new phase of the pandemic. Thank you, Fabi.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Rosanna. Okay, Stefano, I can hear you.
Yes, maybe I can link to what Rosanna was saying right now, thinking of the need that the CED has a global reach. And we know that the situation of clinical engineering in different countries is very different. I wouldn't make a point about more developed or less developed countries, but really very different from many perspectives. And so it's not easy, and this could be a challenge or an expectation, to be able to provide value that is valuable to all this audience. Because some, I don't know, we may do an introductory webinar on some topics, and this could be too basic for some and very interesting for others. Or we may do a publication on regulations and approach to the politics of medical devices. This could be very useful to some countries and less useful to others, but it's in the nature of things. So we shouldn't be discouraged by this, because I think it's in the nature of this global community. So my expectation from this point of view is that we are able to spot what are the key elements that could be useful to the biggest community and to bring as much value as possible.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you, that's important, very important. Tazeen, I will invite you to express your expectations in the CED board.
Thank you, Fabiola. So basically for me, I think we're talking about countries, but I would want to talk about the regions. Let's say we've divided ourselves into different regions. So maybe have more cross-functional talks so we could learn from one region and maybe use that learning to apply the mechanism in terms of policy, regulation, digital health, on how they went from individual to a decision-making level, because that's what we've identified through the years, that clinical engineers having a decision-making role always brings more result rather than not having that. So that is one of the things that I would like to focus on.
Okay, important terms. Thank you, Tazeen. Ashnafi, can you share your thoughts about your expectations, please?
Thank you so much, Fabi. I think
we don't listen to you. We don't hear you. Your mic is off.
Sorry. Hi, Fabi. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes. So I think the expectations are very broad from all of us, and I agree with some of the points raised about some issues in some regions, maybe some highly important, and in the other region may not be important. So I think we have two ways to move forward. One is to learn the experience from the past CED board. How did they manage with this different level of development from different countries? So I think the easiest benchmark that we can get is from the previous board. If we can get some experience from our ambassadors on how they manage to handle, for example, Africa and the most developed countries who are more advanced, and discussing about highly advanced equipments, where we were discussing about basic maintenance and the other things. So I think one is to get a benchmark or experience from the previous CED board. This will help us to, to take a step forward for our ways. The second one is, I think there should be a way of discussion in order to entertain differences and having togetherness, difference and togetherness. If there is any means where we can handle our difference in culture, in level of development, in level of technology, and how can we also bring the CED together. So we should find different chapters and different webinars on how we can bring up harmonization and togetherness, and at the same time entertain different level of development and different level of thoughts about the clinical engineering division in each region. So we have 3 years together where we can entertain both togetherness and our difference. So we can see the beauty of our difference in our togetherness. So I believe we can learn from each other. Some of us may not be to that level of advancement where we can learn things from them, and they also learn from the challenges and how we tackle our challenges with the resources we have. So I think togetherness with difference can be one of our direction in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nafi. Thank you so much. Okay, finally, I would ask Keiko to share her thoughts, please.
Thank you very much, Fabiola. My expectation is I have two expectations. Firstly, I think my voice is whisper because of, you know, I only say something, I can reach to only one or two people. But if our voice be together, I think we can reach this big voice to the maybe Mr. Rehearse or a policymaker. So I think we can be together and make a big voice. And secondly, about, I think a couple of days ago, WHO published 2022 compendium of innovative health technology for low resource setting. That is a great, publication. And Adriana last time said now she has been continued for 10 years. And this is not only for low resource, low middle income countries. It is also for developed country because, you know, like nowadays we can receive medication at home. And at home, we don't have any, you know, special power or special maybe infrastructure. But so this means that, you know, simple medical device or medical device doesn't need to big power or water, can use our home. So I think innovative health technology is also key word for us to think about and collaborate with, involve many people. Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you, Keiko. Well, as you can see, we have very diverse and high-level expectations. We have also very diverse and high-level concerns, challenges, etc. And we are going to deal with them through this year. So the results, the outcomes will be available for all. Well, I would like to acknowledge before we go to the efforts, to the great job that the past board carried out during this last years. We are able to think this way because of them of the previous ones. So please give you my acknowledgement and my grateful to Tom Job, of course, for being our past leader and now our great collaborator, to Miladen Poluta and Paolo Lago that were board members in the last period, a very wonderful job, and to Jadine David, James Ware, Saide Khalil, to be our co-opted members and to have a very important participation in the board. Thank you so much to you all for your efforts, for your achievements, for your legacy, yes, and for letting us to think this way. I also want to thank to you, to the audience, to be present and to be very active in the chat. We'll be attending all the questions specifically that we have. And also, especially thanks to Keiko, of course, she is in Japan, and now it's, I think, almost 1 a.m. So thank you so much, Keiko, to be awake and to be together with us. I would like to close this webinar with some final comments from me, from the board, and so the mic is open to you. If anyone wants to say some closing comments. Yeah.
Yeah, just to say that thanks and a great admiration for the leadership of Tom Judd among all these years. He is amazing. And now we have the motivation and commitment to go beyond and make things better as much as possible. Very glad and honored to join all the members of this board. Very honored to have been elected in this period and ready, so ready to work. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Someone else?
Well, just Stefano here, as you were mentioning, the great leadership from Tom, we are keeping the momentum also in terms, as I already said, of the synergy and collaboration with the Global Clinical Engineering Alliance. And in fact, Tom, inside the Founder Council of the GCA, is the liaison with the CED, as well as I am inside the CED, the liaison with the Alliance. So I think that as we are both very linked together and with you, with all the friends and colleagues here, this is the best premises to build on this future relationship and to greater value for all. So Tom, he's texting now in the chat, very busy working together. So I think this is going in total continuity with the work that has been done up to now.
Okay, thank you, Stefano. Anyone else would like to say something? If not, I will ask Tom to say some words for us, please.
Thanks, Fabi. As I mentioned at the board and collaborator meeting a little earlier today, you presented to the first board meeting there in mid-June, right after you were elected in Singapore, that CED represents a diamond, and the global CE community represents a diamond. Many facets, a lot of shining in a lot of directions, but your leadership already, Fabi, is you're a diamond. So I repeat that, and we're looking forward to what happens. Bye.
Thank you, Tom, and thank you to you all for attending this meeting. You will hear from us very soon. Please be attentive to our social media, to our website, and the communications we will send into to you for our further events and activities. Thank you for being here. Have a good day and see you soon.
Thank you, Fabi. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night. Have a good day. Have a good morning. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.